Peace and welcome to my channel. I am Virtuosa the Goddess, and I am here to do a twin soul flame, twin flame, divine counterparts, whatever labels you want to give this love that I'm reading for. All my soldiers of love, welcome. All my new ones, all my returning, I appreciate you all so greatly. Sorry that I already had to pull the cards. I was having technical difficulty with my camera, but I did want to get this reading out to you guys this week. This is a reading for the energies for the counterparts for January the 10th, the week of January the 10th, through January the 16th, 2021. I hope you all have had a wonderful week, good weekend, good safe weekend. I have all the elements present. I want to acknowledge the divine. Thank you, divine. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities, especially the opportunity to read for the divine ones that are watching this video. Please let me be a clear channel for the energies and any messages that you want to give these sweet, beautiful souls that are watching. I want to acknowledge Asar, Aset, and Haru, Tef, Newt, Newt, Jeb, Shu. That's all out of order. Oh, the opener, Amen Ra Patah. Let's open up that reading. Segment Ma'at Tahuti. I also want to acknowledge the Elohim, better known as the archangels, my ancestors that serve my highest good, the animal, plant, etheric, angelic realms, kingdoms, kingdom of earth, air, water, fire. All the elements are present here with us right now. I want to, there we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Okay, let's get into this reading. Divine Feminine. I wasn't going to do a reading this week, but I wanted to see some changes before I would do a reading. There's a slight change, but not much. Last week, you can check out, I'll put it up the top of the video, last week's reading if you want to check it out. This one won't be half as long. Divine Feminine has called judgment on this situation, on this connection with her divine masculine, her twin soul. She's called judgment. She's given this contract to Anubis. This is for judgment. She's like, see ya, I'm out. I can feel this in the fifth dimension because I've went to the higher council. We'll see. The reading will tell what was, what the judgment was. We'll get into that, but I've sought higher counsel in the etheric realms and the heavenly angelic realms for this contract to be handed away like she doesn't want it. Divine Feminine doesn't want this contract from the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is stepping out in his situation as the Fool. He's going towards this connection. His fifth dimensional self is headed towards this connection, but the divine won't allow it. You see that alligator in this deck, but he's walking on water to try to get there with his two bags. Look, the Eye of Ra is up there. This is what he's manifesting. What you see with the sun and the moon, the Eye of Ra is guarding. There's no way that he can get towards his divine feminine. He's headed towards her, trying to get that contract. But he's not going to be allowed to get that contract. And you'll see why in a second. Connecting energy is the Temperance card. In this deck, the Temperance card represents I want to say renewal. Well, no, moderation, peace, patience, adaptability. So the connecting energy is just basically, it's peaceful between the divine counterparts. There's no arguing, there's nothing, no back and forth. Divine feminine just wants out, divine masculine wants in. I clarified with the last video that I wasn't able to finish, that cut off on me. Oh, I'm so upset because it was so beautiful and divine the way it came out. But hey, what happens, happens. Divine feminine, clarifying the judgment card. Oh, and what I love about this deck, the judgment card in this deck is not like most judgment cards. It's a renewal. So this contract is being renewed. I had spoken of that in the last reading, that this contract between divine feminine and masculine is being renewed because of the consequences of the divine masculine's actions, and the consequences and the positive consequences of the divine feminine's actions. A moment in which everything is changing, and is everybody, divine feminine examined her consciousness and decided that she's arrived to the point where she doesn't want any part of it. And this is clarified by the Two of Swords. Upright, she would have been unable to, we would be to the point where we were unable to make a decision, but in reverse, divine feminine has made a clear decision. Then that was clarified with the Malika of Cups. Malika of Cups is the Queen of Cups, but this is in reverse. Upright, she'd be loving, open to this connection, whatever. She's clinging, and see that cup is upside down, so whatever is poured out, she doesn't care, because the next card was the Ace of Cups. She's clinging to this Ace of Cups that the divine has given her for being obedient, and as a consequence of her actions, there's true devotion, a true devoted partner coming in, one that's going to appreciate all of what she has to offer. Clarifying the Ace of Cups for the divine feminine is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, total emotional fulfillment, total devotion of self. It's no coincidence that it's a divine feminine in this card, that it's a divine feminine sharing her love with herself. But she will be given a partner, because you see that contract, you see that judgment in the Hall of Judgment. That contract will be given to another divine masculine who will appreciate the divine feminine and her Queen of Cups energy with this Ace of Cups, and it's clarified with the Ten of Cups. It doesn't get any better than this Ten of Cups. That rainbow represents the covenant. Okay, so divine masculine, clarifying the Fool. In this deck, the Fool is not really a good thing. However, it is what it is. In this deck, is punishment. So divine masculine is receiving punishment. A man is a slave of matter to his mistakes that he's made, and he's headed for new mistakes. So that's why he's being stopped with that alligator, that crocodile. He's being blind, and he's being disillusioned. He has he's being insensitive. He has no idea what the heck is going on. And he has the audacity to have the Nine of Wands to clarify that. And then this deck, you see, first of all, take a look at this card. See how he's holding on to the jail cell? He's holding on. This card in this deck represents endurance with the Nine of Wands. He has the audacity and the energy to endure his situation at this time. And that's just crazy to me. So in this Six of Cups, he probably has a family, or a family with whoever or whatever karmic situation he's in. And I didn't want this to be a karmic reading, but from looking at it and the cards that came out on the divine masculine side, he's experiencing, the divine feminine is experiencing dharma, which is good karma. Divine masculine is experiencing just effed up karma. So he's defending this situation, the Six of Cups that he has. And that's not the energy connecting him and the Divine Feminine, although he does have fond memories of the Divine Feminine. He's defending that situation that he's in because he doesn't want to get caught off guard. He has the pleasure of defending this Six of Cups. And that's how I know that it's the karmic, because the Divine Masculine had no energy to do anything for the Divine Feminine. This Six of Cups is the Lord of pleasure. He's defending his right to pleasure himself in this situation. It's the Sun in Scorpio. So there are a lot of secrets. There's a lot of secrets being shined on him right now. Because this is something, you know, he's known this familiar, this karmic. He's known her. And here she is as the Nine of Cups. She showed up in the reading in the upright. So she's experiencing her material happiness with the Jupiter and Pisces. She's emotionally fulfilled with this Divine Masculine, with what he's doing at this time. She's totally feeling, you know, satisfied. But what was so interesting was that Divine Masculine also had the Sultan, which is the Emperor in the regular deck, but, you know, traditional tarot deck, but it's in reverse. So this is conflict and war, and this partnership will be disbanded and dissolved. That's exactly what this book says. Conflicts or war, partnerships could dissolve or be disbanded. So that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. If it was upright, it would be organizational, ambition, intelligence. But he's being unintelligent, and this relationship will be disbanded. So he has the energy to disband, to endure this for this Divine Feminine, for this karmic here. But it's going to be dissolved and disbanded. Okay, so the energy between the two is the Temperance card. Again, what we said was that is peace, moderation, patience, adaptability. So both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine have adapted to what the heck is happening in this connection. Divine Feminine, we're totally cool with this situation. Clarifying the Temperance is the Fall of Granada, which is the Tower card in this Tarot of Moors deck by Gina Thies. This is a beautiful deck. I love it. It was given to me by Baby Divine Masculine, and I love it. I treasure it. You see how new it is. I rarely use it. But in this deck, the Fall of Granada in reverse. Let's see what it says. So in traditional tarot, it would be the opposite of adaptability, not allowing change to come in, kind of delaying that change. But in this deck, let's see. I got 13. Okay, hold up. Let's see what she says. Okay. So the disaster barely misses. Threats cease to exist for the time being. You may cling on to old patterns and beliefs. So the energy between is Divine Masculine and Feminine are both kind of clinging to the past and old belief systems, not really allowing this connection to change. So it's looking like next week is going to be kind of like the same-ish different day for this connection, this energy. So, this reading is kind of like the last week's. Divine Feminine is moving on to her new situation. But we do have the Death card. So no matter what, whether Divine Feminine or Masculine cling, here's death. Here's the Grim Reaper. He's coming in probably the mid part of the week. for this connection to evolve, help this to evolve, to change. And that's so this is a reading to basically destroy or transform outworn perspectives and ideas. So yeah, we're looking at midweek. There will be a new perspective gained on this connection. Around that time, Divine Feminine will be receiving her Ace of Cups. And then by the end of the week, she'll be receiving her 10 of Cups. Total emotional fulfillment. She's going to the Ace back to the 10. I mean, Divine is going to pour this out so she can feel it on the third dimension, which is beautiful. I love that. So once this big transformation that everybody's trying to avoid, that the collective is trying to avoid, Grim Reaper is coming in to go ahead and just destroy these old outdated beliefs. Belief systems and beliefs are just things that you were taught about how things should go, what you should do, what's should. Should is a terrible word. Those type of things. Okay, so after the Grim Reaper makes his little appearance on the stage, then here comes the Princess of Cups, which is Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Libra in this deck, but she's in reverse. So you will be feeling very emotional, very raw, very sensitive to situations. You may feel you're masculine. By this being a feminine in this card, and this being a Princess of Cups, I want to say that Divine Feminine this connection still wouldn't have progressed for this week. There won't be any reconciliation for this coming week. I don't like to think negative or anything, but honestly, looking at the two cards and how opposite they are, the Divine Masculine is headed for danger. Divine Feminine is headed for cover. I mean, Divine Feminine is truly covered. Then, okay, so the ending part of the week, the final outcome for the week, because his final outcome is conflict. Her final outcome is 10 of Cups. The connecting outcome is working together with the 3 of Discs, which is the 3 of Pentacles. But let's see in this book. I love this deck. This is beautiful. I want to use it even more so that I can get to know some of the cards better. I can't wait. This deck is going to be my new love. So this is Mars and Capricorn. So this is, masculine energy, of course, because there's a Divine Masculine in here. So there will be repairs to the connection. Okay. So, Lord of Material Works. There's going to be some repair to this connection. Maybe the Divine Masculine would be feeling Divine Feminine's energy. Let me clarify this 3 of Discs. Let's see what energy would accompany this 3 of Discs. The 6 of Wands. Yeah, air energy. The 6 of Wands. Oh, okay. So the Divine Masculine will be feeling like he's victorious. I don't know why. I mean, he got some strength. Maybe he's taking his Wheaties. Maybe he's on some energy drink. Who knows? But the Divine Masculine, that the energy that I'm picking up on is the Lord of Victory, Jupiter and Leo. Wow. So he's going to accomplish. He's going to be sending you some good news. There's going to be some good news for this connection. I don't know how, because I pulled from some of my karmic cards, since I saw that the Divine Masculine was in a karmic position. He's still weak for the Wack. But he feels that the Divine Feminine has moved on. And he's in chaos country right now. Because he's still a hustler to his heart. And he feel like, well, he knows that the karmic is cheating on him, the cheater. He's in an abusive situation, but he knows that Divine Feminine deserves better. He played you, us, and now he's being played. So, maybe he, looking at this, let me look at this a second. Divine Feminine is pretty cut and dry. Connecting energy. Dismantling. Just gonna cause that. That makes sense. And then here, he's working hard. So the divine, I get the connecting energy. The connecting energy, I see the connecting energy as the divine's interference in the connection, and not the divine masculines, because each person, each soul has free will. You incarnate in a body and you're no longer in the angelic realm, you do have free will. So this is what the masculine chooses to do. This is what the Divine Feminine has chosen to do. And this is what the divine is doing with the connecting energy. So there will be victory as far as the divine is concerned, because this will bring this destruction and chaos in the Divine Masculine's life, will bring victory between this connection. But either way, the Divine Feminine receives her 10 of Cups regardless. So let's pull some Moonology cards. Let's pull some Moonology cards. My cards are so very new. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. So, I can see this with the connecting energy. I can see that the energy is gaining momentum, because we have the Tower, then Death, then the Princess of Cups, then 3 of Discs, and then the 6 of Wands. So 6 and 3 from numerology, that's being reborn. That's something being rebirthed. We also got a 6 and a 9 there. So that's 9. Now we got 2 9s on the masculine side. So yeah. So yeah, he's worked hard to keep this karmic content and satisfied, but it's all in vain, because it's going to be destroyed. So the energy connecting the two, the counterparts, is gaining momentum. So that means somebody's trying to manifest. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. So by the full moon, the same way the Divine Masculine left out around the full moons is the same way he's going to try to, these tough cycles are going to end for him with the full moon. And then let's pull. Oh, look. Step out of your comfort zone was at the bottom of the deck as I was getting ready to cut it. So Divine Feminine, step out of your comfort zone. Follow your true north. If you don't know your north node, look it up on Cafe Astrology. And this wanted to come out. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. And it's time to release negativity. And almost every card has purple in it, which is crown chakra. So I do want to pull a couple more cards from another deck. And then I'll pull some romance angels, and then I'm going to go ahead and clear everything. So step out, step out of your comfort zone, Divine Feminine. Look, with the Two of Pentacles. Movement, choices, and decisions. Decide and make movements towards stepping out of your comfort zone. Make choices that are wise, but also make choices or make moves that you haven't made before. You see the purple in this card. So this is a pentacle card. So in this pentacle card, that represents the earthly plane. So make wise decisions, grow towards, go do things that you haven't done before. Step out of your comfort zone. And this is gonna bring that firm foundation in the material realm. Because with this Ace of Cups and this Ten of Cups, you know, you're gonna be fulfilled, Divine Feminine. Look, and then as I cut the deck, we have the Six of Wands, which is victory and success in this deck. Because it's, you know, you're already on your new beginnings. Okay, let's see. Divine Masculine. Ooh. See? Temperance again. So after he ends this tough cycle, he's going to need to balance. He needs to balance himself. He has all the tools that he needs to balance himself. In this deck, and look, he has his wings. He's a divine masculine, and he fine too. Look at those muscles and abs, but he needs to focus on more than just his abs. This is the Justice card. I'm sorry. This is the Justice card in the deck. So, yeah, he's receiving justice. Oh, my goodness. Karma and justice go hand in hand. It's one of the 7 universal laws. He's got to receive that karma. And that's probably why the Divine Feminine is being given that Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, that devoted partner with that new contract, because who knows how long it's gonna take the masculine to balance out his karma, depending on how many chicks he done ran through. The energy connecting the two, energy shared in this connection, let's see. Ooh. Is at the Sacral Chakra. At the Sacral Chakra, which is right after the root chakra. So this is your sexual organs. So sexually, Divine Feminine and Masculine are still connected at the sex organs, which is interesting, by the balls and the ovaries, because they still, you know, there's probably still some sexual energy there. There's a lot of sexual energy there. And this is represented by the element of water. It's the color orange. So, and there he is again, upside down. We got him again, upside down. He's still wanting to fight. He's still not being wise. But he does have memories of love from a past life with Divine Feminine. But he's not ready to offer this Ace of Cups. So the Divine has already given that to the Divine Feminine. I mean, I hate to say that, but it is what it is for now. And Divine Feminine has been given the okay to go ahead with her life. So it'll be all good in the hood for Divine Feminine. So don't worry, because look at the bottom of the deck, Divine Feminine, you are calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, and visualizations help bring you two closer together. Divine Feminine is calling in a new soulmate. And that was in the last reading. But what's so funny is when you look at this card, she's holding it up like, wait a minute, I'm tired of this ish. Come on, Anubis. Anubis is like, come on, we'll take this contract to the higher council so that you can get a new soulmate. You can get a soulmate. Look at that. He's behind. He's like, I'll take her up. He wants to play around. I got her back. The new soulmate will have the Divine Feminine energies back like no other, while she continues to grow in her spirituality and continue to ascend. This masculine will have her back. And then it's no coincidence that in this Four of Pentacles card, it's the Divine Masculine's back in that root chakra, which is going to make her feel more grounded. Make the right movements, choices, and decisions, Divine Feminine, to bring in, go from the 2 to the 4. Double up on them. Double up on them, Divine Feminine, because that's going to bring you that soulmate. Got to step out of that comfort zone. This is a covenant for you, the 10 of Cups. So what does Divine Feminine want to let the Divine Masculine know? Let's pull a romance angel for him, for that energy. She wants him to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Divine Masculine has to let go of control, but he will. He will. He's not going to have a choice. And the Divine wants to say about this connection for the collective that I'm reading for, that this is a romance of a lifetime. Shh. It's true love. Well, can't wait to see that, because it's not what I've been seeing. So, guys, that concludes the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I have fully enjoyed this. It's no better way to spend a Sunday night other than doing a Divine Counterpart, Twin Flame, Twin Soul, Soulmate reading. I love you all, and may you all have a prosperous, good week. Ciao. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.